Astro Bot is an incredible new IP developed by Team Asobi that features fun platforming with tight controls, plenty of charm, memorable music, and an overall celebration of PlayStation hardware and, most importantly, PlayStation games. From the original PlayStation all the way through to PlayStation 5, Astro Bot has great callbacks and homages to characters that speak to gamers of virtually all ages. Astro Bot would start out as a VR title for PlayStation VR with Astro Bot Rescue Mission. Sony, please port this to PSVR 2, by the way, come on now. Then becoming a universally loved platforming tech demo for the PlayStation 5 with Astro's Playroom, to winning Game of the Year 2024 as the full-scale Astro Bot game we all know and love. It's truly a wonderful game, and yet its only downside, in my opinion, was the lack of context to all of these PlayStation character-themed VIP bots. My PlayStation fandom started out on PS2, and I have had every console since. Not saying I'm an expert by any means, but I generally know a great deal about PlayStation games as a whole. I didn't know a good amount of these VIP bots in Astro Bot, which is fine, but the game never actually tells you who they are. Not so much as a name, game franchise, initial showing of the character, what systems you can play that this character is from, or anything like that. I wish that this game had a museum where players can go and learn more about these VIP bots in Astro Bot. So I decided to work on this project. I will be providing the name, brief description, initial debut of the character in their respective game, when and for what system the game released on, where you can play said game now, and whether the game is featured on any of the tiers of PlayStation Plus from Extra or Premium. Basically the information I wanted from the game and then some, with a complete overview of all the VIP bots in Astro Bot. There are a ton of them in this game, over 300 VIP bots to be exact, with more coming out with free updates as time goes on. This video will be the first 30 bots, and I plan on putting these all in an ultimate version of this video once the project is completed. So if you want to wait until that massive ultimate version releases, then feel free. As much as I'd love to dedicate a crazy amount of time to completing this and no lifing the ultimate version of this series, that's just not realistic with my life schedule, having 2 jobs already, keeping up with other games, and touching grass from time to time. So without further ado, here's part 1 of every Astro Bot cameo game reference explained. Maximillian. Maximillian is a character from Dark Cloud 2, an action RPG developed by Level 5 for PlayStation 2. Dark Cloud 2 was initially released on November 28, 2002 in Japan, with the title being Dark Chronicle before being named to Dark Cloud 2 when the game came to the West in 2003. Maximillian is often shortened to Max and is one of the 2 main protagonists in the game. Max is also the holder of the Red Atlamilla Stone, aka the Earth Atlamilla, that grants the owner the ability to travel 100 years into the past or future and wield special abilities alongside an immense level of power. Both Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2 are available a la carte on the PlayStation Store and are available on PlayStation Plus Premium for PS4 and PS5. Rudy Rogueknight. Rudy Rogueknight is a character from Wild Arms, a tactical RPG developed by Mediavision for the PlayStation 1. Wild Arms was initially released on December 28, 1996 for Japan, April 30, 1997 for North America, then in October 1998 for Europe. Rudy Rogueknight is mainly a silent protagonist with very few voice lines while aspiring to be truly accepted by those around him. He has the ability to use arms, powerful attacks that use gun-link weapons with a set number of bullets, alongside his high strength and abilities that have made him an outcast from society. Wild Arms 1, 2, and 3 are available a la carte on PlayStation Store and available on PlayStation Plus Premium for PS4 and PS5. Ark. Ark is a character from Ark the Lad, a tactical RPG developed by G-Craft for PlayStation 1. Ark the Lad was originally released on June 30th, 1995 for Japan, but after heavy cries from the West, the game was officially released for North America as part of the Ark the Lad collection on April 18th, 2002 for PS1. Ark is the main protagonist of the series, and after he travels to Mount Zion during a snowstorm to learn more about what happened to his father, who has been missing for 10 years, gets gets attacked. He is saved by the 5 great spirits and subsequently chosen by them as the hero worthy of wielding spirit magic. While the original Octodad is unplayable on PS4 or PS5, players can access the 6th game in the series, Octodad Twilight of the Spirits, via PS Plus Premium or Alucard on PlayStation Store for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Aigis. Aigis is a character from Persona 3, a JRPG adventure game developed by Atlus for PlayStation 2. Persona 3 was originally released in 2006 for Japan, 2007 in North America, and a new remake of the game titled Persona 3 Reload was released on February 1st, 2024 for modern platforms. Aigis is a machine that gradually begins to develop human emotions throughout the game. She is seemingly the last of the anti-child suppression weapons and a member of the SEES, who also attends Gekogan High School. Aigis is also the main protagonist in The Answer, a prologue for Persona 3. Persona 3 Reload is available now for PS4 and PS5 alongside being available on PlayStation Plus Premium. Teddie. Teddie is a character from Persona 4, a JRPG developed by Atlus. Persona 4 was originally released for PS2 in March 2009 in Japan, North America in December 2008, and in Europe and Australia in March 2009. Persona 4 Golden is also an enhanced version of the original game, originally released on the beloved PlayStation Vita, but is now available on modern platforms. Teddie is the game's mascot, designed off of a stuffed animal that originated from the game's Midnight Channel. Teddie is empty and without a self, but is most determined to be a mascot, gradually assimilating himself into society as more endearing for locals and his friends as he faces reality to support his goals. He later decides that he'll guard the restored Midnight Channel with pride in the Persona 4 Golden epilogue. Persona 4 Golden is available now for PS4 and PS5. Joker. Joker is a character from Persona 5, a JRPG developed by P Studio. Persona 5 was originally released for PS3 and PS4 in September 2016 in Japan, followed by a worldwide release in April 2017. An enhanced version of the game titled Persona 5 Royal was released for PS4 in Japan on October 2019 and later released worldwide in March 2020. Joker's real name is Ren Amamiya, being a second-year transfer student at Sujin Academy, being placed there to continue his academics due to his ongoing probation resulting from being falsely framed for assault. Eventually, Ren leads the rebellious group called the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, a coalition which aims to change society by touching the hearts of people and performing illegal heists. To his teammates, his codename is Joker. Persona 5 Royal is available now for PS4 and PS5. Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper is a character from the stealth action-adventure series developed by Sucker Punch Productions. The original game titled Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus was released in 2002 for the PlayStation 2. Sly Cooper is the main protagonist, being an anthropomorphic male raccoon as the latest descendant in a line of master thieves. The Cooper clan is notorious for not only stealing from other thieves, but passing down their expert techniques from generation to generation in a book called Thievius Raccoonus. The games follow the adventures of Sly Cooper, Bentley, and Murray as the Cooper Gang performing elaborate heists across the world. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus is available now on PS4 and PS5 a la carte and on the PlayStation Plus Premium. However, the Sly Cooper Remastered Collection and Sly Cooper Thieves in Time are also available on PS Plus Premium via PlayStation 3 streaming. The Traveler. The Traveler is a character from Journey, an indie adventure game developed by That Game Company. The game was originally released on March 13, 2012 for PS3. The Traveler is the main protagonist for the game, called a Rathulian, a character with a humanoid form made of cloth that appears to have no arms with glowing eyes. The Traveler has no sex, name, or age, along with their story being completely unknown. Journey is truly a unique game that seeks to evoke a sense of smallness and wonder as the player navigates vast deserts, traveling towards a mountain in the distance. Journey is available now on PS4 and PS5. Please play Journey, it's a very special game. Little Devil. Little Devil is a character from Devil Dice, a unique puzzle game developed by Shift. The game was released on June 18, 1998 for PS1 in Japan, coming to North America on September 24, 1998 and Europe on June 15, 1999. Little Devil is controlled by the player who is standing on the dice on a grid. Little Devil can move from die to die or can roll a die in the direction they run, revealing a different face as the die rotates. Devil Dice is currently unavailable on PS4 or PS5, making this entry one of Astro Bot's most obscure characters. Kutaro. Kutaro is a character from Puppeteer, a side-scrolling platformer developed by Japan Studio. The game initially released on September 2013 for PS3. Kutaro is a silent protagonist who has been kidnapped, taken to the moon, and turned into a puppet. He loses his head early in the game after being attacked by the Moon Bear King and must wear other people's heads he finds along the way to survive. Puppeteer is available on PlayStation Plus Premium via PS3 streaming. Next up here we have our first big core game franchise in Astro Bot with Uncharted. The Uncharted series is a collection of third-person action-adventure games developed by Naughty Dog, originally releasing on November 19th, 2007 with Uncharted Drake's Fortune. The franchise is centered around high-action gunplay, larger-than-life set pieces, and a globe-trotting adventure in search of treasure. But at its core, Uncharted is really a franchise about the cast of characters amongst the thrills and near-death dilemmas they end up in as historical thieves. The Nathan Drake collection is available on PS4 and PS5 that includes the original trilogy on PS3, remastered for the PS4, alongside the Legacy Among Thieves collection that has Uncharted 4 and Uncharted Lost Legacy for PS5. The Nathan Drake collection is available on PS Plus Premium, and the Legacy of Thieves collection is available on PS Plus Extra. The next 7 entries of this video are a few characters from the series that made Uncharted so special and beloved. Sully. Victor Sullivan, aka Sully, is a one-of-a-kind character in the series who is a mentor to Nathan Drake, the main protagonist of the franchise. He is an American treasure hunter, fortune seeker, and businessman who joins Nate on a variety of adventures across the games. He plays a pivotal role in the series as a father figure to Nate and has always had his back. Chloe. Chloe Fraser is another interesting character from the Uncharted series, being a fellow treasure hunter and a bit of a love interest to Nathan Drake. She's an Indian-Australian treasure hunter and a thief for hire. She's a skilled professional whose reputation often makes her highly demanded in the criminal underworld. Chloe is also one of the 2 main protagonists in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy and is a great character throughout the core series. Elena. Elena Fisher, the best girl in Uncharted and the true love interest to Nathan Drake. She's an American former journalist, TV personality, and foreign correspondent that wields a bright and self-reliant investigative nature to historical mysteries. Elena joins Nathan and Sully on an adventure in the very first Uncharted game and hasn't left their side since. Sir Francis Drake. Sir Francis Drake is a historical character that is heavily referenced throughout the games. He was an English explorer of the Elizabethan era who faked his death so that he could search for the lost treasure of El Dorado. Nathan Drake renamed himself after Sir Francis and told everyone that he believed himself to be a descendant of the famous explorer. Sam Drake. Sam is a major character in Uncharted 4 and another game which I won't spoil, who turns out to be Nathan's long-lost older brother. He's a professional thief and a treasure hunter who was initially thought to have died during a prison break. Growing up in an orphanage with Nathan, he spent half of his life stealing to support himself and his brother, and the other half was spent in a wide variety of prisons. Although introduced late into the series that caused some criticism, Sam's a great addition to the overall Uncharted series. Nadine. Nadine Ross is a prominent character in Uncharted 4 and Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. She's a South African former private military contractor, later turned treasure hunter, and the former leader of the paramilitary organization called Shoreline, which was eventually hired to search for a mythical pirate colony called Libertalia in Uncharted 4. Nadine is also a very tough fighter and is able to comfortably hold her own in a number of different confrontations, although we do get to see a more brighter side to her in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, co-starring with Chloe. And lastly here we have Nathan Drake, the one and only Nathan Drake, the main protagonist of the Uncharted series. Nathan Drake is a professional treasure hunter, a quote deep sea salvage expert, and action pro with a knack for surviving by the skin of his teeth. Known for being quick-witted in the face of danger, Nate possesses a deep knowledge of history, having spent most of his life studying it. He took on the Drake name after Sir Francis Drake to honor his late mother who researched Francis in the first place. Nathan Drake is one great protagonist and one very close to my heart, personally speaking. Reiko Nagase. Reiko Nagase is a prominent character in the Ridge Racer franchise, an arcade racing game series initially developed by Bandai Namco, formerly known as Namco. The original Ridge Racer launched in Japan in October 1993 for the Namco System 22 arcade system board before being ported to the PS1 in 1994. Reiko Nagase is described as the race queen of the series, being one of the girls holding cards up before the start of each race and appearing in the FMV cutscenes as well. well. She makes many appearances throughout the series across other PlayStation consoles and handhelds. Both Ridge Racer 2 and R4 Ridge Racer Type 4 are available a la carte on the PlayStation Store and on PS Plus Premium for PS4 and PS5. Alucard. Adrian Fahrenheit Tepes, aka Alucard, is a character in the Castlevania series, a gothic action-adventure franchise developed by Konami. Castlevania 1 originally released in 1986 for the Famicom, with the PlayStation debut of the franchise with the Konami-developed Castlevania Symphony of the Night for PS1 in 1997. Alucard is the son of Dracula and is a Dhampir, being half human and half vampire. Alucard's human mother, Lisa, taught him to not hate humanity, which caused Alucard to take up arms against his father. He fights against Dracula alongside the vampire hunters of the Belmont clan and is protagonist to the aforementioned Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The Castlevania Requiem collection that contains Castlevania Symphony of the Night, alongside a variety of other collections of Castlevania games, are available now for PS4 and PS5, including other Castlevania games available for PS Plus Premium via PS3 streaming. Richter Belmont. Richter Belmont is another character in the Castlevania series, making his debut in the Konami-developed Castlevania Rondo of Blood in 1993 in Japan on the CD-ROM. He's a descendant of Simon Belmont and is a well-renowned vampire hunter. Richter Belmont stands out as one of the most powerful in the Belmont family and wields the legendary sacred whip that many before him carried as well. As stated before, the Castlevania Requiem collection also includes Richter's debut with Castlevania Rondo of Blood, alongside other games in the series being playable on PS4, PS5, and PS Plus Premium. Octodad. Octodad is a character from Octodad Deadliest Catch, an independent adventure game developed by Young Horses, released in 2014 for PS4. Within the game, everyone is oblivious to his tentacles and octopus-like face and believe that he is a real human being. Aside from his clumsiness, his tentacles let him latch onto things without ever letting go, lending to the game's core gameplay. Octodad's Deadliest Catch is available now on PS4. Cole McGrath. Cole McGrath is the protagonist of Infamous 1 and Infamous 2, a third-person open-world hero action game developed by Sucker Punch Productions, originally released on May 26, 2009 for PlayStation 3. Cole McGrath was a simple bike messenger in Empire City, delivering a package when the package explodes, destroying half the city, leaving thousands dead, but granting him electricity-based powers. Players can choose to use their powers for good or evil, while unlocking more abilities to expand Cole's powers. Infamous 1 and 2, alongside the Festival of Blood DLC for Infamous 2, are all available on PS Plus Premium via PS3 streaming. Delsin Rowe. Delsin Rowe is the main character for Infamous Second Son, the third installment in the Sucker Punch developed Infamous franchise, released on March 21st, 2014 for PS4. Delsin lives a normal life as a graffiti artist and a local delinquent. I'm sorry. I don't know why I put that in the script. It's like why did I call my man a local delinquent? Like, what is yo? Delsin lives a normal life as a graffiti artist and a local delinquent of the Okomish Reservation near Seattle, Washington. An incident transpires that awakens his abilities to absorb the power of others, enabling him to have smoke, neon, video, and more throughout the game. Infamous Second Son is available now for PS4, alongside being available on PlayStation Plus Extra. Abigail Walker. Abigail Walker, aka Fetch, is one of the supporting characters in Infamous Second Son and leads in her own game in Infamous First Light, a standalone expansion off of Second Son's development, made by Sucker Punch Productions and released on August 2014 for PlayStation 4. Infamous First Light serves as a prequel to Infamous Second Son and expands her introductory story given in the main game. Fetch mainly vows revenge against the drug dealers that killed her brother and becomes a major ally to Delsin throughout the game, utilizing her neon abilities. Infamous First Light is available now on PS4 and available on PlayStation Plus Extra. Stray Cat. The Stray Cat is from the game Stray, an action-adventure game developed by Blue 12 Studio, released on July 19, 2022 for PS4 and PS5. Players embody a stray cat that explores an underground, desolate, futuristic city where robots, machines, and mutant bacteria remain. Platform across obstacles, evade enemies, and solve puzzles as the story unravels, revealing what happened to the city. Stray is available now for PS4 and and PS5. Jodie Holmes. Jodie Holmes is a character in Beyond Two Souls, an action-adventure game developed by Quantic Dream, released on October 8, 2013 for PS3. Jodie Holmes was born from the two psychics granting her paranormal abilities that became apparent while she was still a baby. As players progress through the game, they will receive more information about the afterlife and help her with challenges ahead. Beyond Two Souls is available now on PS4 and PlayStation Plus Premium. The Hunter. The Hunter is the main protagonist in Bloodborne, a legendary action RPG developed by From Software, released in March 2015 for PS4. The Hunter's background is entirely determined by the players themselves, ranging from a middle-class upbringing, a troublesome childhood, a military background, a member of a noble family, or a talentless weakling, among others. The Hunter becomes aware of pale blood at some point, leading him to go to Yharnam to obtain and use it to transcend the hunt. Bloodborne is available now on PS4 and PS5 while also being available on PlayStation Plus Extra. And hopefully someday it gets a remaster or a remake, something like that, because many people want me to play this game, and I'll just say here straight up, I'm not playing it in 30 frames. I'm not doing it. Lady Maria. Lady Maria is a boss in the From Software developed Bloodborne The Old Hunters DLC, released on November 24, 2015 for PlayStation 4. Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower was a citizen of Canehurst who also was one of the first hunters to join the nightly hunt as a young yet stoic member. Bloodborne The Old Hunters DLC is available now for PS4 and PS5. Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head is a character in the Silent Hill series, a survival horror franchise developed by Konami. Pyramid Head was first seen in the Silent Hill 2 game released on September 25, 2001 for PlayStation 2. He's a humanoid monster and a manifestation of James Sunderland's guilt and desire for punishment, existing to keep him human and help him remember his past actions. The Bloober Team developed Silent Hill 2 Remake is available now for PlayStation 5. Arthur. Arthur is a character from Ghosts and Goblins, a run-and-gun platformer developed by Capcom. The game was initially released in arcades on July 7, 1985, starring Arthur, a brave knight that ventures into the depths of the demon realm to rescue his beloved princess Prin Prin. He must defeat Prin Prin. Like what? Prin Prin. He must defeat demon after demon to reach Satan, who was responsible for the princess's capture. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection is a reimagined version of the arcade classic available now for PS4 and PS5.